Repulse and the Ragnar are the new additions to the batch of test ships. And this is the Repulse. Tier 6 Royal Navy Battleship. See, the name is usually on the stern, is up here on the superstructure. Both sides. Quite nicely done. Not a bad looking ship. And we can talk about everything we can see in port, we can talk about. So, what really stands out to me about this ship is it's a speed demon. An absolute speed demon. So, I haven't played around with the skill Swift and Silent, but you can see here 33.3 knots max speed with the signal flag, Sierra Mike, and now with the speed boost, and it's the reason I've gone for engine boost mod, because it boosts this by 30%. Now it's a 15% engine boost. So straight line speed of the Repulse is, I put up a little screenshot of it earlier on Discord, is 38.1 knots at tier 6. An absolute speed demon. And now, I just mentioned I haven't played around with, where is it? This one. This has the potential to add another 10%. But even without this skill, with your speed boost active and the speed flag, 38.1 knots. Was Repulse the one with the biggest refit? Oh, that was the Renown. Okay, you want one? So I can't talk about gameplay, but we can look at everything else. Start off with the armor. So it is tier 6, remember? So you get a very weak bow. 16 millimeters. We turn that off, we can see the internal armor. Now this section is flat. 51. This section is slightly sloped, but I mean it's minimal. If you can see that slope, it's hard to know if you can see that on stream. We look at it from above, we can see the element of sloping here. So you are kind of vulnerable. It's not that your speed is your best defense. You're going to be, I think you're going to be playing this like a fast flanking cruiser of some kind. And thank you so much, Java Mitch. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So you're going to have to be very clever with your angling and use your speed for your defense. You don't want to be taking on enemy battleships in a bow tanking competition, because you can see with 16 millimeters of armor, that's not going to work. We take off the torpedo protection. We can see that does give it an additional 26 millimeters of plating. We just take that off. But the armor, side armor is not bad. 229 is your casemate, and it runs virtually from almost under the front turret to almost covering the back turret. And then there's an aft end armor belt of 76 millimeters and this section of 102 millimeters. So you do get a little bit of extra protection for your front turret. And the same for your rear turret. But again, this 16mm plating. I would have liked to seen at least 25, but I guess the speed combined with 25mm might have been a little bit OP. Speed is going to be your is going to be your best friend. Well, it depends. If we take a comparison, if we just pull up some Tier 6 battleships, just some random Tier 6 battleships, what would be most popular? You're going to see a lot of Issei at the moment. What would be the most popular? I guess the Ismail would be one of the most popular. So we can see Ismail gets 26mm and a gun caliber of 356. That's going to overmatch. That's going to overmatch your bow. So you just can't bow tank these ships. But instead of looking at what's wrong with them, let's see what's good about them. Your deck is 26. The main, again, 56,000 hit points, 16% torpedo damage reduction. We get 4 repair parties. At Tier 6, that's pretty standard. Main battery, you get 6 381mm guns. So the gun caliber is really quite nice. I mean, these are Bismarck guns. And I'm looking here and I see the dispersion is really quite good. Now I haven't had time to talk to the devs yet about the actual Sigma rating of these guns. I have a sneaky suspicion that these guns have a very good Sigma, but I can't confirm it yet. The guy I usually talk to, he's on holidays at the moment, and he won't be back till Monday, so I don't want to go and hassle him on his days off. Did they say it was 2.0? Well, I have to be careful now, but I had an impression from playing it that the Sigma was really good. That was just my impression. And I assumed... No, I have to be careful, because it's kind of bordering on gameplay. I'll be bordering on talking about gameplay experience, so I can't. But I have the impression that this Sigma is quite good. And if you guys are saying it's 2.0, then, well, I believe you. If we just compare that, like the max dispersion, if we just quickly look at these. It's 218. It's 244. 212. Ismail. 219. You can see the dispersion is really quite good. It's possibly the best. 222 Warspite. I'm expecting the Warspite to be good. See, 204. So the dispersion is, I'm thinking it's the best at Tier 6. 246. The Issei 221. Have we checked all of these? I think we have. All the Tier 6 battleships I have on board. The Repulse has the best dispersion. Okay, you have to remember that is coupled with the fact that you have 6 guns. But when you When you aim correctly and your shells land where you aim, it feels quite rewarding. Okay, so just at a quick look, I'm seeing the best dispersion values at tier 6. And this is the sensation I got from my very brief introduction to the Repulse. I had a feeling, okay, these could be spicy. So very good dispersion, very good sigma, really good speed. I mean, outstanding speed. What's the next closest? The Friedrich is pretty fast. Friedrich is 28 knots. And this is no slouch. Dunkirk, French battleship, 29.5. So this has the ability to simply disengage from fights. If things become unfavorable, then you just simply decide, okay, run away, speed boost and run away at 38 knots. Turning circle is 860 meters and the rudder shift is 11.5, and that is using the rudder shift mod. The steering gears mod, I mean to say, that affects the rudder shift. And the concealment is also pretty good, 12.6. AA, not the greatest, but I mean, you don't expect miracles at tier 6. 4 kilometer firing range, 12.7 millimeter, 20 millimeter, so it's all short range really. 8 triple mounted 40 millimeter. Then this is the largest gun caliber, 6 102 millimeter. One flak explosion. That's pretty mediocre. And 4 kilometer range. So you're not going to get too many bling kills. But I mean, tier 6. The speed is going to be the fun aspect of this ship, I think. Well, at tier 6, nothing really gets outstanding AA at tier 6. So this is, yeah, Georgia. Is this going to be the Georgia of tier 6? Now if we look at the secondaries, they're not great. 17 millimeter pen. So you're not going to penetrate anything. Well, you'd penetrate the bow of an enemy repulse. That's all you would. Like, you can tank DDs, like this is DD armor. You get better armor on DDs than this. See, the superstructure plating is the same as your fore-end plating. And thank you so much, Amorphous 10, thank you very much for the follow. The speed boost percentage is 15%. 15% on the speed boost. Base speed is 31.7 knots. So this is already the fastest tier 6 battleship. Throw on a speed flag and activate that speed boost that is active. Now look at the action time. 234 seconds. So virtually 4 minutes per charge. So if you stay alive for long enough, the reload time is only 85 seconds. So you're going to spend at least 12 minutes of the game going at max speed. I mean, that's funny. Valheim, 38.1 knots in a straight line speed is the combination of your straight line speed with the engine boost and speed flag. she can max out at 38.1 knots, which is scary fast. It's scary fast for a battleship with big guns. These are Bismarck-sized guns, 381 millimeters, and very accurate. Damage is on the AP is really good, 11,400. And I must add, the range is also really quite good. Now, you don't get any kind of fighter. You don't get any choice here. But with spotting aircraft, you get another 20%. So you can boost the max firing range to just under 24 kilometers. That's really, really good. Really good. The bow armor is weak. It's 16 millimeters. Bow and stern, 16 millimeters. Upper aft end deck, lower part of the deck, complete aft end or fore end plating, also 16 millimeters. Okay, it doesn't show that there. But range and speed are going to be your greatest allies. I think this could be a very nice ship. Having a Georgia-like speed at tier 6, you're going to catch so many by surprise. And if you can work yourself into decent firing angles, I mean, with accurate guns, accurate 381 millimeter, could be a fun ship. That's all I'm going to say. Could be fun. Put Andrew Cunningham in there, swift and silent, and run, Forrest, run. You did the calculations. 234 millimeter can overmatch. Yeah, that sounds about right. The thing is, how does a DD creep up on something going 38 knots? If you look at the average speed of destroyers, we look at some of the faster destroyers, Hatsuharu. I mean, you're going the same speed as a destroyer. In some cases, you will be able to outrun destroyers. French DD. You're faster than a French DD. It's crazy. Ocean. 38 knots. Royal Navy, 37.3. So you get the picture. You have a DD-like speed. I think I'm going to enjoy playing this ship. DD-like speed in a battleship. I'd like to thank you once again all for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more. Take a moment to check out some of my most recent videos and leave a comment below. And until the next time, keep sailing it like you stole it.